Hi guys, it's Sarah Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about a whole lot of life and a whole lot of Jesus. Today I wanted to tell you about something that I've been doing for the past 40 days that apparently I don't know where my lips are when I put on my chapstick. Moving on, 40 days ago I embarked on a journey of a sort. I decided that I was going to go on a 40-day correction. I decided I was going to go on a 30-day juice cleanse. And then once I made it to 30 days, the Lord impressed upon my heart to go another 10 days to make it a full 40 days of nothing but juices. So no food whatsoever, nothing, no chewing, okay? Just fresh, juiced, cold pressed fruits and vegetable juices. And that is what I have been surviving on for the past now 40 days. Today is day 40. And tomorrow, I have to admit, I'm kind of nervous about the refeeding process because that's like a whole ordeal in itself. Like you can't just jump back into just eating solid foods. You have to ease your way in and avoid what's called refeeding syndrome. Anyway, this video isn't about that. I just am rambling. So I want to talk about why I decided to go on this juice fast and what it's done for me as a person. So let's just jump in. As I stated in the intro, I decided to go on a 40-day juice fast, which I have now completed, and it feels so good. So I wanted to just talk about why I decided to go on a 40-day juice fast and, like I said, what it's done for me as a person. For one, I am constantly into self-improvement. I'm one of those who embraces constructive criticism. I'm the type of person who wants to hear what I can do better so that I can be better. Because if there's anything I'm obsessed with, is becoming a better version of myself. So even though I've been vegan for a long time and I work out and all of that, my health wasn't the best under the circumstances due to having a lot of post-COVID complications, which completely tore up my gut, causing food to just not agree with me a lot of the time. So I decided I was going to take matters into my own hands and do this juice fast, but also I wanted to do something for my mind because sometimes I feel like life is just kind of out of control. And so there are so many things that I can't do anything about. I just have to wait and allow God to solve them, even though that's the best thing to do. And it should be the most relieving thing to do. Sometimes it's hard to completely relinquish control and be completely satisfied with whatever God says. And sometimes you just want to control something. You want to know that you're doing something, you're contributing to the outcome in some way or another. And in doing so, I decided to go ahead and do something for myself, for my health, and I decided to do this 40-day juice fast. And I knew it was going to be challenging because it's 40 days with nothing but juices, no eating anything at all. I knew that it was going to be difficult, but I needed to do something not just for my physical body, but for my mind. And I knew that just accomplishing something was going to put me in a better headspace. And just to know that I was able to be disciplined to be able to accomplish that, and the discipline that it takes to not consume food, especially when there are people around you consuming food, especially when you're going to events or you're wanting to go to events that include food, and you're having to either just dismiss yourself when food is served or completely miss out entirely, or just sit there and suffer, making everyone else at the table uncomfortable while they eat around you. Anyway, just to be able to do something like that for myself and to know that I was able to have the amount of discipline that it takes to be able to complete a 40-day juice fast, and the mental and physical discipline. And also what I did was I kept on reminding myself of my why. I kept on thinking, listen, once you accomplish this, you're gonna feel so accomplished. You're gonna feel like, wow, you really got through that. You were really able to do that. You were able to accomplish something that you didn't know you had it in you to complete. And also, you're going to feel better physically, and you're going to feel healthier, and you're going to feel like your body has been rested. You're going to feel like, wow, I gave myself this opportunity to just focus on my healing, just focus on my mental, physical, spiritual, emotional healing and well-being. And I get to do it. It's not that I have to do it, it's that I get to do it. It's an opportunity and a privilege that I get to invest in myself to be the best version of myself. And you know what? In doing so, you get so much clarity in so many areas of your life. And during this juice fast, I was going through a situation where there are a certain couple people that I know don't care for me so much in a place that I find myself once a week, and it has been affecting me. It was really hurting me because I'm like, I don't even know why. Like, why don't you like me? Okay, now before anybody says, it shouldn't matter what people say or think about you, yada, yada, yada. To an extent, we all care what people think, say, and feel about us. Let's be real. There is no age limit to feeling left out. There's no age limit where you no longer feel sad or a type of way when people don't like you and you don't know why they don't like you. So I was going through that, just feeling a little bit like, you know what, that hurts my feelings. And then I got this epiphany during my juice fast that said, listen, what did you say your obsession is? Your obsession is with self-improvement. When you are obsessed with becoming the best version of yourself, there are going to be people who don't like you simply because of that. They don't like you because you are not satisfied with being mediocre. They don't like you because you are constantly trying to level up. They don't like you because your very existence is a rebuke to them. They don't like you because you remind them of their mediocrity and their flaws and their complacency. I had that epiphany and I decided, you know what? This is why I did this. This is why. I would tell people from time to time what I was doing, and I would often hear, oh my gosh, I could never do that. But why not? Maybe it's time for us to challenge ourselves to do what we say we would never do or could never do. I decided that I'm going to change my vocabulary to where I'm no longer saying I cannot do that, but instead I'm replacing it with the reality of it and saying, I will not do that, or I do not want to do that because I can do it, but I may choose not to. Before I went on the 40-day juice fast, I made a comment that I couldn't do that. But what it really was I was making a decision at that time that I wouldn't do it, but instead I said I couldn't. And then I went and did it. And now I can't say I couldn't do it. I have to now say that I won't do it. Now, will I do it again? Yes. I more than likely will do it again. Am I going to do it now? Probably not, because I just did it. But I know that I can, and I'm not going to say that I can't. It's so empowering to do something that you once said you can't do. Let's avoid using that vocabulary, can't. No, won't. Don't want to. Let's be realistic with ourselves. The things that we say we can't do, a lot of the time we absolutely have the ability to do. We see other people doing it, so why not us? What makes them more qualified to do it than us? Oh, maybe the willpower? Perhaps a mindset shift? They knew that they could and then they did. So I'm saying all of this to say, accomplishing this really taught me some valuable lessons. It told me that I could, and then I did. And I'm so proud of myself because it wasn't easy. And there are going to be other things that I'm going to feel like, can I do that? And then I'm going to have to remind myself, oh, you know you can. You can. But will you? Maybe you can ask yourself the same. As always, Sarah Elizabeth. Bye.